God damn it. Okay. I want to test something now. How much? How much more than this, right? More than this. We are not talking about Roxy music. Why? Oh, okay, that's why. Okay. Okay. About this direction. Come on. Jesus. Why? What this? Hold up. What? Ah, okay. The server would be in the middle. Okay. Let's eliminate that. Nah. Okay. Okay, how much force do we need? So I have been, of course, thinking about levers and stuff, you know, how to make small movements make a, small movement of our shifter make big movements on this, because we need like 90 degrees here. The gears, I have tried several setups and none of them, even reinforced out of the car, did not make a lot of sense, unfortunately, because the gears, there's too much bending here, way too much bending. Way too much bending. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. it's a stupid idea. Stupid idea. What if we abandoned this side here? So we would not have this here. Not like this. We would have another gear like this on the side of the gearbox and another this here. And then we would just need to make a set of gears that would connect this to this, preferably knob gears. Yeah. That's a stupid idea. So that this here would drive this here directly. With gears, of course, with a slight reduction. But unfortunately, we don't have the room or anything. Shit. Drink some tea. What inspired me actually was, Bad Obsession Motorsports. They had like with Binky, they had a episode where they installed a brake booster, and that brake booster had a very interesting linkage that kind of amplified the pedal travel to the brake master cylinder. In this kind of fashion ish. Different but more or less the same principle. Our problem here is, of course, if we have any sort of this here, there's the slack in here alone eats up more or less any movement that we have here. So that's unfortunate. If we had, for example, yeah, I don't know if they sound great. That's the problem. I am very much in doubt. Very much in doubt. Okay, so let's remove the uncertainty here. And let's try it just with this. So that this doesn't limit our movement, because we don't need this anyway. Remove this entirely. So this is as little slack as possible and as much movement as possible. But still, it doesn't shift because it needs a little more encouragement from the spring. A little more. No, it probably will. But yeah. Just does not want to reliably shift. And I built this as good as I could. I don't know why this doesn't work. I fucking don't know. I don't know. I mean, the more I look at this, the more I want to throw the gearbox in the wall. This part here is great. But this part here is not. Hey, Insane. Good evening to you too. Fucking hell. This is so frustrating. I mean, we want, and I hate this, we want to retain the frame here. It is very correct. Very correct. Very correct. There's nothing that you know, nothing that would be incorrect. It's, you know, just doesn't go as smooth as it should. Things are not okay. And I don't know why. Obviously, I don't like this construction here with these connectors, because the rubber constantly is slipping down. I don't know. Like, ideally, of course, we would place the servo somewhere else, we would have this placed differently. But you know, we had all of these scenarios. We went through them. We went through them. And the scenario where this worked with the hand shifter, it didn't work with the servo, or vice versa, of course, because now it works with the servo, doesn't work with the hand shifter. Either or, you know. But there's also no reliable way of shifting or, you know, engaging this with this, I think. I mean, what we could do at this point, and that's really the only way, and I even don't know if this is a good way. If we had like I don't know, a gear that would connect this, and I don't know, you know, if we had two of those gears, so one would be spinning on this and one would be spinning on the servo, and then we would connect them, but that would be flimsy as fuck. And if we used something like this, first of all, it would take up huge amount of space. Second, it has slack, so even if, you know, this does not move, see, it has slack, and the servo has only 90 degrees of movement, and this eats away like half of that, I guess. So the servo would need to move more to shift the gears. But you know, at this point we could have, I'm really thinking of having something that, you know, when we engage this guy here, we would also engage the servo. Like it would be a mechanism, you know, that would engage the servo and this here at the same time. How, I don't know, but you know, at this point I kinda don't know. Manual shifter is very important. Very important. Both are very important. You have, you know, it is, you know, in the end it's a product. And when you have a supercar that's designed to, you know, be on the desk and, you know, occasionally be driven, if you have it on the desk, you want to fidget with it. It will either sit on the desk somewhere or whatever, and you will drive it, you know, with the hand of God steering. You know, you will drive it with the hand of God steering. You will open the doors. You will, you know, occasionally want to shift because the, you know, the sequential shifter is fun to operate, and that's the point. Plus, the engaging and disengaging of the drivetrain is one of the key features, and key, I'm using key very specifically, of the car, because we are gonna be having a key that's gonna be, you're gonna insert it, you're gonna turn it, and when you turn the key, you basically convert the car from completely manual mode to servo mode. That's the point. So we must keep that. But having said that, I am willing to consider having this done a little bit different. Okay, little bit different. So we know exactly which system works with the manual shifter. Okay, we know exactly. We have one system that works with this flawlessly. What we could do is move that system one stud further away, or two studs further away, so it would be on the side of the gearbox. It would still work. It would be just on the side of the servo. Servo would be in the middle, and servo would, I hope we could make it either that the servo would slide, or we would have something that would slide to engage the servo. Don't know why, don't know what, but you know, that is my idea. Will it work? I have no idea. For this, of course, the main problem is that the gear, if we turn this gear here, 90 degrees, we have a problem with the frame. We have a problem with the frame. That's why I am considering using something that neither Ben nor Christian like, because the thing stresses or stretches those knobs or whatever they are. But I'm gonna try something. Let me try it. Do I have one of these? I wonder. Yeah. So what's the difference? What's the size difference? If there is any, of course, between this and this. Wow, I did not expect that. So these here have a diameter that's even bigger than the lift arms. Even bigger. I totally did not expect this. Interesting. Interesting. So what is the problem here? Let's analyze. The problem here is that we push this through, the axle wants to kind of squeeze those, but you can see it here. See this? How the axle is totally not straight going through this. This is because the axle is being squeezed by our friends here. It is being squeezed by our friends. So putting an axle through this is kinda torturing parts. So if we put an axle through this, just a second. I mean, theoretically, when I'm looking through the axle hole, sorry, if I'm looking through the axle hole here, it looks all right. I mean, obviously I can push it through. And I will. Fuck it. I mean, Ben and Christian say it's, you know, torturing parts. I mean, why not? Let's torture some parts. Who gives a shit? I mean, the gearbox is torturing me. So let's reconsider this whole thing. We need none of that. No. Yeah. Fuck them. Let's abuse some stuff. Okay. These are back in action. I like this frame. And of course we're gonna have the knob gears here, as we were. And the big difference is now we're gonna have another row of knob gears here with this here, because this only fits like this. This sadly does not fit because it's gonna clash with this. But the difference is gonna be that this part is gonna be here on the very edge, and it's gonna be directly driven by the lever. Directly driven by the lever. You know, I don't know yet on which side we're gonna place it. I don't know. But the servo we're gonna try to make in a way that can, so it can engage and disengage from this system. The servo would act on this axis, of course. Of course, it's irrelevant since it always resets to 90 degrees, and this is gonna be at 90 degrees. We can do some gears here, I guess, because there will be engaging and disengaging. It should be less important, We do have some space for a gearbox or clutch or whatever. We'll see. We'll see. Let me just, drink some tea first. Okay, let's do this axle first. It's gonna be in the middle. And say 7. I mean, we have tried so many things that we can afford to, do this. It's, wasting one more stream. Maybe something good is gonna happen. Maybe not. What do you mean all the time? It's gonna be a sequential shifter. That's the whole point. That's the whole effing point of this. Obviously, now that we are doing this, we have to use shorter axles here. Because if we don't use shorter axles, we won't be able to do our limiter. Okay. Now, and I'm going to, of course, just experiment here. We're gonna use these here. Yeah. Servo is changing place. Absolutely. Servo is gonna change place and orientation. So it's not gonna be horizontal. It should be like this. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe, maybe what I'm doing is stupid, but you're wrong. It does not shift pneumatically. It shifts hydraulically. It's hydraulics, not pneumatics, because air is compressible while fluid isn't. And that's a huge difference. Oh, of course. Needs to be here, right? Yeah, okay. Making this just slightly more difficult. because I wanted to do it like this, you know, like this. So we have and brace it on the side, so we have as much room as possible here in the middle. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Think. Come on. Hey Ben. Okay. Jesus. Why does this need to be so difficult? Yeah, but hydraulic is much more common. Hydraulic is much more common. Okay. You know, for reasons. Okay. So, okay. Now the servo could sit here, and we could have a mechanism that would basically engage and disengage the servo. How, I don't know it at this particular moment, but that's the general idea. So we would have the mechanism here on this side, or you know, turn it. If we turn it around, it doesn't really matter. Whatever clears the steering. we could also just a second, just a second, just a second. What if we did this? So it could be just on the side of the servo. Yeah, just on the side of the servo. Okay, now we just need to make a mechanism to connect and disconnect the servo. Yeah, just simple, simple. And if we have that, then on this side we have the standard system with the number 3 connectors, which we know works and works brilliantly. And that would be it. You know. That would be brilliant. Of course, the servo needs to act on this axis. No, the servo needs to act on the not on the axis. It needs to act on the mechanism here. Of course, not on this axis, because if it acts on this axis, it's gonna just do 90 degrees in one direction, 90 degrees in the other direction, which does not bring us very far. Does not bring us very far. But how wide is the servo? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Could we have best of both worlds? Could we have best of both worlds? If the servo could theoretically be placed like this. Of course, not because it would be interfering with this. But if the servo was as low as possible, and it would be here. Not sure if it clears the steering, but we're gonna check. If it was here, we would have enough room for stuff here, so for the normal shifter, and we could make a 90-degree lever here that the servo would operate, that could be engaged and disengaged for the purpose of this. Decisions. I'm gonna build it. You know, whatever we do like this, if it doesn't clear the steering for whatever reason, maybe it's gonna clear it if we mirror it. You know, we'll see. We'll see. First, so if we have the classic, you know, the swinging system here, that's gonna engage these. How are we going to engage it with this? the system is going to be, of course, here, you know, as close to this as possible. We had this before and it worked, and it's going to be operated by a small lever here at the bottom. Works perfectly fine. No. I guess let's build the swing first, and then we can think of motorization. Yeah, let's do that. Let's build the swing first, so you know that we know what we're talking about, and then because if I turn the servo 90 degrees, it's gonna stick out. It's gonna stick out, and I can't. But let me build this first, and see, you know, if there's a chance. We have tried everything. Let's try this. You know, the classic setup, which just fucking works. We just have to make it in a way that it can be sturdy and relatively small. I have no idea how long the lever needs to be. I'm just gonna use this here. Leave this open. Okay. Just a second. Okay. This is gonna be okay. We can have this on the outer side. The rubber band. It's gonna be on the outer side, and here in the middle, we're gonna have a lift arm. Goddamn lift arm. We can have a No. This one. Must be okay, like this. Okay, so we can have a longer this one. Let's have this guy here. Yeah. I think. Sure. Is this enough, or do we need more? Don't remember. Don't remember. I think we need more. More movement. We'll see. We'll see. Just a second. Let me compute this in my slow brain. Good night. See you next time. Of course. I'm working on my insanity. Just putting together a test setup just to see if it's gonna work. Doesn't gonna work. We need to redesign this a little bit. This is not to be taken too seriously. Just testing. Just testing. Okay, this is way too. I think the movement is fine. We don't need more movement than this. We just need to make this a lot sturdier. If we put this in, it won't help because then the servo cannot sit here. This of course will be operated by the lever, or that's the idea. That's the idea. Servo would sit here. Okay. If the servo sits here, we have theoretically room for something here. Or you know, we can abandon this for now. Spring can be done many ways, even softer than this. This was way too hard for this system. course, no parts that I need are on the desk, as usual. Ah, of course. In the way. It's in the way. Of course. Well, I mean. Yeah. This guy wants to go down there. But it can't in this setup. Yeah, okay. We're gonna do it like this. What? Okay. Let's do this like this. Just for seeing if we have the room and everything. Okay. We need... we do need, right, a slightly larger gap, which we achieved by not having a rounded thing here, but something that wasn't round. Ah, perfect. Perfect. All we have to do is shift this here. And yes. Yes. Good evening, Mr. Morty. No. Oh, great. Okay. So this is a problem. This is a problem, and this is a problem. Okay. So obviously, you know, this part here catches inside of the pinhole, so it's not gonna move because it's got caught here. Okay. room we do have some. But we do need to figure out this. Yeah. Pretty much. Version 1 billion and something. Nope. No gears. No gears. Come on. Everything is conspiring against me today. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. Back in business. That's something. I'm gonna attach this, of course, just for testing purposes, so that we have some, stability here. Oh, for fuck's sake. What the fuck? Okay, so we need a spacer here, so that it does not go in there. Okay. Spacer. I don't know. Maybe. Keep in mind that we can, for better performance, we can make a spring here. And we probably will, I guess. Besides, they are both synchronized. Never mind that. I fucked up when I put this together. Doesn't matter at this point, because we're gonna tear it all apart anyway. But what about this? So if we have the servo here and we want to mechanize this, now ideally I would like to have like one rod here, and this rod would connect both the shifter in the front and something servo here. Never mind those here, we can make these different. We can make these basically with these, and then we don't need the spacer. So that's to be considered. But what do we do here? That's the question. How do we convert the servo? I mean, the servo can be, slightly moved left and right, whatever. Front and back. So we're not limited to this tiny space. We can go like this. But what we can do is have a knob gear on the servo and a knob gear here, and then the servo would move this left back and forth, and the servo could move one stud in and out, So the servo would disconnect from this guy here. Yeah. This guy would be connected to the lever. Here. Here would be this guy. Yeah. And we would move the servo. We would move the servo. How stupid is that? We would move the servo in and out by one stud. Hmm. Let me try to do something here. Okay. And we can have the lever. Lever would be here, I guess. You know, all of this doesn't matter at the moment. It's too long anyway. We're gonna trim this down when we know exactly how this works. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be here. Hear me out. Hear me out. I mean, at this point, it's probably better if we do this. Yeah, of course, it needs to be an 8, but of course. Hmm. Here's, of course, the first problem. But I do have a solution, I think, for the engaging and disengaging. I think. So let's say, of course, that we managed to make this work here. This, of course, is not possible because I manually turned this so it meshes, but in reality it doesn't. So this would, of course, be, we would have a shifter somewhere here that would do this. We have this guy here that would, you know, in theory, shift in and out. This is why this guy here is should be at 45 degrees instead of 90 degrees. But we can maybe do something with the shifter arm that it engages with. Problem, of course, is this and this. I mean, I'm listing problems because there's many. If this shifts, it can shift only this way, because otherwise we have this arm here in the way, which is not a huge problem, because since we need to redesign it for this to be at 45 degrees, you know, it's doable. So don't worry about that. Only this so this going in and out is the only problem, because we don't have a way of clutching this in and out otherwise, other than it moving back and forth. But this, of course, is problematic in other ways. How to do this? How to slide it in and out? We have the option of doing the same as here, to have a rail, because we can extend this we can have a rail here. We can have a rail here. Obviously we need to redesign this a little bit, but that's perfectly doable. And we could slide it in and out by this rail. And once it's, you know, it would have here, it would have axle pins. So once it's in its engaged position, it would not be able to, you know, rotate too much. And all of this being wide as it is on the bottom is not that problematic. It's not that problematic. We can slim down this part as well. We can slim down this part as well. Well, this gear is difficult to slide because there's no room anywhere to slide it. That's the problem. Sliding the motor is easiest. And the shifter, we could have it, or we will probably have it, on the side of the center console. So not in the middle, we'll have it on the side. So it's not going to be exactly in the middle of the gearbox, but slightly to one side. That's why we are also probably going to redesign the central tunnel to reflect that. We'll see. But these are just ideas. These are ideas that could work. Because we know this shifter is bulletproof. This thing is perfect. We have room for a spring here, no problem, especially for the stepper. for the limiter. Sorry, limiter. There is room here. We have room here. So this is, 7 studs is no 7 8 9 studs is the what? No, 7 studs is the limit. What? No, 9. Sorry, I'm stupid. 9 studs is our width limit to go through the firewall. So this is not a problem. This, of course, is the shifting link that's gonna connect this, and this. I want to say that this has a future. I want to say it. Obviously, this guy here is gonna be, a flip-flop beam. Obviously, we're gonna have a flip-flop beam here, so that we can have the uprights for these, and these are gonna be basically, I don't know. These are gonna be connectors like this, and an axle through them, and this is gonna slide on an axle. And once it's engaged here, it's not gonna be able to move left and right. It has potential, I think, maybe. And this guy here, we're gonna make not 90 degrees. We're gonna make it 45 degrees with the help of lift arms here. Should work. I hope it works. I hope it works. We'll see. But I'm too tired for this at the moment. We are going to expand on this tomorrow, of course. I'm gonna just leave you with some pictures of the system as we have it now. This is just this part here is just temporary. It's I needed a canvas to put stuff on. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. This need not be complicated. I don't know if this clears the steering, of course. We can always mirror it, but then this is not gonna... I don't know. I don't have all the answers. We'll see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching, and I see you tomorrow. Hopefully we can crack this. Not literally, of course. We're not gonna crack it, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and I see you tomorrow.